What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Right Man in the Wrong Place. My name is Luke Tatum, and I react to music. Today, we are getting back into the Opeth catalog once again. I'm very excited for that. Thank you to Daniel, aka Syph, on here on YouTube for the donation request for this particular song. This song is "All Things Will Pass" from the Cauda Venenum album, which came out in 2019. So we're getting back into that album. Someone said in the comments on a previous reaction to a song on this album that the name is Latin for poison in the tail. So, I recognize one of the words, but not the whole title. And yeah, so poison in the tail. So it sounds like a scorpion, which that makes me want to do a video for Scorpion by Megadeth, which is one of my favorite Megadeth songs. But hey, that's neither here nor there. Today we're doing Opeth. I'm excited to do it. It is raining outside, and that seems strangely apropos for this this band. So let's get right into it. If you have a donation request, be sure to check out the Buy Me a Coffee link right here. That is the best place to do that. I'm going to have some subscription option things coming out in the near future, but that's not quite ready. So for now, if you have a song you'd like me to actually get to it in a reasonable amount of time, that is the best way to let me know that you really want to see that in the near future. All right, let's get into it. All Things Will Pass by Opeth. This is different. It's very haunted house. Your instrumentation, the few instruments that are here, they just feel so like alone and isolated, and it's a little bit echoey, like an empty concert hall, or a theater or something like that, where there's just the sound is just bouncing around the room for a long period of time. It's really, very evocative the way this is presented. I'm ready for it to drop. Okay, that's not what I expected. That's not what I expected in terms of a transition. Kind of comes in at a weird spot. I wasn't really ready for that. I kind of want to back it up and just do that again. So bear with me. That's just for me, for my sake. Really, really cool transition. the way that the way that the guitar and kind of everything sits on top of the beat, the way that the notes are arranged within the structure here, very peculiar, I think is the word I want to use here. It's, if I'm right, the guitar and everything kind of came in whenever we made this big transition into the a little bit heavier section here. It came in on 3. It's like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, da da dum da da dum, and really strange. I like it. I mean, it's good. It caught me off guard. That's why I wanted to hear it again. The groove is kind of interesting. The way that the it's not quite syncopated, but the way that the instruments are kind of playing off of each other, it's just it's very different. I like different. So, this is wonderful. There's so much echo on the snare just a second ago. That's a vibraphone. The vocals are moving around quite a bit here. I mean, it's almost like a Led Zeppelin-y type thing, like Dazed and Confused. I mean, it's not quite like that, but moving around quite a bit. I didn't realize that's a bad place to pause, but it's Opeth, right? I've listened to enough Opeth now that I'm expecting like the growling vocals, the kind of screaming vocals to come in at some point and it to get like, exponentially heavier. And it so far is not doing that. You kind of have this more or less, A, B type pattern. You've got the verse, the chorus, the verse, and it gets heavier, but this is not Ghost Reveries heavier. This is much more tame, and it's very pleasant listening. This is very nice, beautifully mixed, beautifully crafted soundscape. I like being in this song, if you know what I mean with that. Although, of course, I know, I'm not really reading the lyrics. I can hear them, I can understand them, but I'm just enjoying the differentness of this instrumentally. So I got to be honest with you, I'm not really reading the lyrics, even though I have them in front of me. see if I can pull some meaning out of that, because I realize some people may care for my lyric interpretation. Um, the loss of everything, 3 wishes to a friend, 300 sorrows gather. But if we lend ourselves amidst rock and poison grime, there may well be a time, a kingdom past its prime. It's kind of an interesting thing. You've got that rhyme in the middle of one of the lines, which is, I like that. That's the second verse. This seems to be quite appropriate for the title of the albums. This seems to be quite important to, the album as a whole, as far as tying in with the title. You've got some like antidote kind of, allusions to poison, things like that in here in the lyrics. I'm not sure exactly. I probably should just do another listen to this instead of like using a lot of screen time reading the lyrics, but I just love the sound. I just love the sound of this. It's very good. So, okay. I read some of the lyrics too early. The guitar is just doing such an amazing job of kind of reinforcing this tone here. Like whatever effect is on the guitar here. It sounds wonderful. So much echo. This is great. Spending a lot of time on the bell of the cymbals, ride cymbal, I assume, here, and I'm always a fan of that. I think that is much underutilized in the world of rock drumming. I think if you can play on the bell of the cymbal, the center, right where it connects to your cymbal stand, it's a really interesting kind of more attack heavy sound, and it sounds great here. I mean, it's just beautiful. I don't think we're gonna get, because I realize we only have like a minute and a half left. I don't think we're gonna get that insanely heavy drop into the really, really, you know, what I'm expecting from Opeth. I don't think we're gonna get that in the song. And that's totally fine. Something I really appreciate is when a band that is capable of going all out shows restraint. And that is relatively rare. I mean, I'm a huge fan of Dream Theater and, a lot of prog bands. I like a lot of prog music. And like Dream Theater, they're pretty much almost all the time, they're going to go nuts, right? Like Jordan Rudess is going to go all over the keyboards, and Petrucci is going to go all over his fretboard, his guitar. And it's going to be intense every single time. Right. And it's not to say they don't have any like slower songs or anything, but like that there are virtuosos playing here, and I know that there are virtuosos playing here in Opeth. But in this particular song, like you've got some really beautiful stuff, but it's like they're applying their expertise to making a simpler, beautiful soundscape for 8.5 minutes here, and that's wonderful. It's an incredible use of talent to do that. So, and this is great. I'm not going to say it's my favorite Opeth song because it's different, but it's easily something I could listen to many many times. So let's finish this thing out. This is great. This would be fun to play along to on a drum set. The bass is so good. I should have said that before, but the bass is magnificent. Kill me. I fade out endings, man. Sometimes fade out endings just don't do it for me. Like, it's fine. I don't know how else you really end this song. I'm not gonna venture to say I could do a better job of wrapping this song up. But, sometimes I just want to hear what the last note is instead of it just decreasing in volume. Right? It's like, I want to turn it up. I want to keep hearing. This is a completely different type of music, but there's songs like that on, say, Boston's self-titled album, and 70s, 80s rock. There's a lot of fade out stuff, and sometimes they start doing their like most crazy soloing, like getting really adventuresome right as the song is fading out, and it's like, please stop, don't fade out. What are you doing? I want to hear the whole recording. Like the Beatles do that. I mean, like there's a lot of bands that did that. And yeah, sometimes it's fine. Sometimes I'm like, please, please keep playing. I don't understand why you have to stop this here. So maybe that's where a live version or something would be good to check out. But this is cool. I mean, seriously, this is a really cool song. Daniel, thank you so much for suggesting, recommending, requesting this. I love it. I love it. Again, as for the lyrics, I mean, I did pick up on this line towards the end there. A simple test in an iron cage, old tradition in a modern age. Strong and true are weak at heart, are the weak at heart. I am you, you am I. I like that. I couldn't tell you that I have anything really like insightful to say about it. That's some lyrics that I really keyed in on there at the end. Old tradition in a modern age, like that's a whole hour long talk just right there in one line, you know. So, wow. Fun, had a blast. Thank you. I can't wait to do more Opeth. There's definitely more coming. I know you have other requests already pending out there. Daniel and also other people have requested Opeth. So it's coming. I'm going to get all these requests in the relatively near future. I am preparing for a long road trip next month. So I want to make sure I get my request cleared and I'm ahead of the game so that y'all have uninterrupted content while I'm traveling. But that'll do it for this time. I'll see you again here very, very soon. Just remember that the right man in the wrong place can make all the difference in the world, and I'll see you then.